Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to actually make Gorilla Tag profile pictures in Blender. So what you want to do is you're going to download Blender. I use Blender 4.5 and you can just open it up. Alright, it's opening. Alright, now once we're in Blender, you can just fill a new file and just hit general. And now you can move your camera like so by pressing, holding down the scroll wheel and turning your mouse like this. Now you're just gonna hit X on your keyboard and you're gonna delete selected objects, delete, and then you're gonna go up top in the top left, click File, Append, and then you're gonna go down to Downloads, and then you're gonna go down to the Gorilla Tag IK rig, and then click it, Collection, Gorilla IK rig. Double tap it. You should see this Gorilla material. I don't know how to call it, but up top in the top right here, which is balls right here, just click this viewport shading. Material people, you should compile any shaders, and then you should see your nice little gorilla. Now you'll get a pop-up when you first get Blender. It should say get right click or left click. I use right click. I already know all the controls, so I already know what I'm doing. But if you want to change the color, you can just right click your gorilla, right click the actual gorilla, go right here, go to material, and then primary color, left click it, and then you can have this color palette, just change it. I'll just do orange. Now we have our nice gorilla, but now I want to start posing. So, but before we get into that, we're gonna actually try to make our gorilla actually transparent in a way. So we're gonna go down to this right here, this camera, render, and click film and transparent. And then up top right here, you'll see viewport shading rendered. Click that, and it should look really good, like this. You should have these weird box checkered pattern. But back into render properties, you'll see render agent EV. You can change this to cycles, but if this is too much for your computer to handle, you can just go back to EV, and you can just click ray tracing. But that actually pretty turns my computer into fire, so I'm not going to use that for now. Turn that off, go back to viewport shading. Alright, so we're actually going to select these white boxes, those black boxes around here, and we're just going to do control tab, and then we should be going into pose mode. Now we can right click this ring right here. We can do trackball. We can rotate our gorilla like this. We can rotate its head by this one. We can do RR to get trackball, or X, Y, and Z rotations. So you can select this outline of the hand right here. You can just select it. Now you'll see that it's mirrored on top of the top right. Just click this X, just X out of that. So now, once we're done, we can move freely, separate, and just control. We can do G and then Z. So we're gonna grab on the Z axis, and then we can move it up and down. Whee! All right, so we're gonna start posing. We can do RR to do trackball. That's TT. RR, and we can do trackball. Right click this, RR, trackball. Or I can just select this outline. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up, and I'm gonna make my pose. And also to mention, you might want to see these green, these circles right here. That's just the finger movement. You can move it back, and pretty much other way that a gorilla supposed to be. But could be also pretty good for animating, but we'll do that in a separate video. Okay. All right. So now we can go up here. Top left, pose mode, back to object mode, and we'll save its position. Now, I want to change the face. I want to add cosmetics. But first, we need to select the name. So, right-click the name, and then just hit Tab, and we go into edit mode. Now, you can just type in what you want. So, we can just do my name, Mystic Thief, in all caps. Like that, just like so. Enter, back up here to edit mode. So, back to object mode. All right. Now, we're going to right-click the gorilla, go into material, we'll scroll down to skins and to face texture. We can click this green, this yellow circle, go to texture, image texture. It should turn white for a second. But now you're going to open, and then you're going to go to downloads, go down to expressions folder, and then open it up, and then you have a bunch of expressions to choose from. I'm just gonna use this one, just for now. And then, but my texture isn't here, but there should be a face texture face, FAC right here. Just turn this all the way up, and it should be open right there. It should just like fade in, but you'll see it's kind of blurry, so from linear, we're gonna change it to closest. Now it should look a lot sharper. But cubic and smart are so bad, they're so low quality. Closest is obviously the best. Now we're gonna add cosmetics. We're gonna go to your folders, find your cosmetics folder. I like to pin it so I can find it easier. Cosmetics, hat and face. We can add, I don't know, banana hat, baseball cap, basic beanie. I'll try this one. Just drag and drop the FBX file into the Blender, and then import FBX. And then you see this there. We can just G to grab it, go up here left to rotate, and we can rotate on the Z axis. Grab it again, so you can like fit it. Okay, now, but it's pink. That means it doesn't have texture. If I click it again, you actually select it right here. This X right here, just X out of that. Now I'm gonna click new, the yellow circle again, image texture. Now open up the open, and then we're just gonna downloads. Scroll down to the image texture. There should be like a pack, like textures, I think. Cosmetic textures. Let me just find it real quick. Cosmetic textures. Okay, but okay. First, this is where we get like into some sort of roadblock. We notice that it's very complicated, but just all of these don't matter. Just keep selecting one until it gets like the same color. So skeleton will go into the Halloween hat list. Should be in this one, this hat list, or any of the others. It doesn't matter. Just keep selecting it until it gives it its actual color. So now it's a good pink. It has like a bit of like dark, so that means it's good. We can go back into our files. We can just select something else. I don't know. Chef's hat. I can do chef's hat. It's also sorted by ABC, so you can just easily find something. Chef hat, we can delete this, delete. Add that there. So it's hatless 001. And then the green circle, the yellow circle, image texture, open, and then the recent, you can just cosmetic textures, and boom, done. So now we have a chef hat. I don't know. I don't even use the chef hat. Is that Mystic or I think that's a C. Alright, so now we're done. We can add a holdable. There's everything, even the stick. So T, I don't know. It's not just called stick. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, C. The stick. Where is it? Somewhere here. And you know what? I don't even care. I'm just gonna go with the turkey leg. The edible turkey leg, the huge one. Now, you're gonna see that there's like a weird capsule here. Just delete that. Delete on your keyboard. Click it. Exit out. Yellow thing. Image texture. Textures. And boom. We have it. Alright, we can just... This is a small little X. That just deletes it. So just do Control Z to undo everything that you accidentally did. They don't want to. Go on trackball. Just move it like that. Move it. So you don't Z-axis. Cool. And done. That's pretty much it. Alright, so now we're gonna go back. I'm gonna hit rendered. Alright, so now we can change the angle of the sun, but we're just gonna hit X, delete selected objects. Up here, there should be another point light right here. Just delete that. Alright, now we're gonna add some area lights. Just do Shift A, and there should be an add, go all the way down to light, and then to area. Click it. Just spawn an area. We can do RR to do trackball. Pull down. G to grab it. We can just move it like that. We can give it a color. We can go down to this data, this green light bulb, teal, whatever. Light color, change it. We have a color palette. We can scroll. We can do like a nice warm color right there. Shift D to duplicate, but you're gonna want to select it again. And then we can do RR. Select it again. And you can add a blue light instead. G again. Do Shift D again. Select it. rotate it. This will be our backlighting. And we can add it maybe like a red. Turn up that exposure there. And we need some good lighting. So Shift T again. Duplicate our front-facing lighting. There. So now we're gonna go back into render. We're gonna do ray tracing. We're gonna go to transparent. All right. So now we're gonna do this back face, and it should bring up a view. I'll put the key on screen because I don't know what it's called. Just press that on the keyboard, and then go to view camera. And then it should turn like this, and then just do Shift, hold it, and do back face. The back facing like a comma or whatever. And then you can like fly around in your world, like as if they're like using Roblox Studio. And you can angle up your thing like this, like that. Okay, now we're gonna go into output, and the resolution 1080 by 1080. That's a profile picture. Right. And then go up top left, hit render, and render image. And then you should see your little like profile picture. And that's pretty much it. You can just go up here, like image, save, and then we can just name this something that you'll find. So I'll go to my D drive, downloads, and then we can just do tutorial PFP. And then save as image. Exit out of Blender. You can save it if you want. If you want to like use it as like a preset. We're gonna go into a browser. All right. So I found the website. It's called pixlr.com editor, and you can just open image, or you can drag and drop. So we can just go into our folders, our D drive, downloads, and a tutorial profile picture. We can drag and drop it in, and then we have our profile picture. So, and then we're going to add a background. We can just do like the forest or whatever. We can like run that up or something. I don't know if I should add anything. We can add this like wave create. We can add current. Now it's going to be in the front. We can just scale that up. We can just drag it up like this. Now the girl will be in the back. Scale that up more. And now we're going to color it. You can color the white waves in any color you like. I'm just going to go the black waves. I'm going to like fill that in with like an orange color. Alright, now it's done. We can just go to our gorilla here. We can like brighten up the gorilla type thing. Yeah, I am. Alright, we can like blur out like right here. You can just like smooth it out if you want to, but that's entirely up to you if you want it to make it look good. Alright, so now I have added that. We can just go into gorilla, go up to dodge burn, and then we can like burn some right here to make it a bit brighter. But this is also optional. Alright, so now, once you have this, you can just screenshot it. Screenshot that, like so. Alright, so now we can go into our YouTube. I'm just excited about that. And then we can go to our channel, view my channel, customize channel. And then we can just change. And then we can go to pictures, screenshots, and then we can do our Gorilla Tag profile picture. And we can just publish. Editing Mystic here. It's actually the back-facing key is actually called the titled key, or the tiled key. I'm pretty sure it's called the titled key or whatever. But I think you should just subscribe.